Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, August 25th, 2020, is from Psalm 54, where the psalmist, David, cries out in prayer for God to save and vindicate him. And as a result, the psalmist promises, David promises, to make a free will offering to the Lord. When you pray to the Lord, do you offer any promises to him? I mean, it's okay to make promises. Just have to remember to honor them. Psalm 54, verse 1 and following. O God, save me by your name and vindicate me by your might. O God, hear my prayer, give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers have risen against me, ruthless men seek my life. They do not set God before themselves. Selah. Well, here, David, the psalmist, makes a prayer for the Lord to save him and vindicate him because strangers have risen up against him and they seek his life. They want to kill him. On top of that, they hold themselves above God and his commands. They have no fear of God. There are certainly people who may wish to harm us who are not Christians even today. Nor do they even consider the God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, and they don't even consider Christ for that matter. They don't worry about God. They don't fear God. Verse 4 and following, Behold, God is my helper. The Lord is the upholder of my life. He will return the evil to my enemies. In your faithful ways, put an end to them. But the psalmist, even with enemies after him, trusts in God. The psalmist fears the Lord. The psalmist recognizes that God is his helper and upholder of his life, and therefore enlists his defenses and safety to the Lord. Do you do that? Is that who you look to? Do you trust God that much? The psalmist asks for the Lord to return the evil that the enemies of the psalmist wish to do upon him. Again, he trusts in the Lord to do this because the Lord is faithful. Do you trust God? Do you believe God is faithful? If you ask him to help you in your time of need and to vindicate you from your enemies or keep you safe in the midst of your enemies, do you believe he'll do it? Are you faithful? Verses 6 and 7. With a free will offering I will sacrifice to you. I will give thanks to your name, O Lord, for it is good. For he has delivered me from every trouble, and my eye has looked in triumph on my enemies. So here, in conclusion, the psalmist expresses gratitude for God helping and defending him. He promises to make a free will offering and sacrifice to the Lord. Well, a free will offering is an offering that is not one that's usually required to be made. It's one that is made sort of spontaneously or one that is made, from one's heart. It becomes an extra offering, an extra sacrifice. In his promise, the psalmist pledges to give thanks to the name of the Lord because he has delivered the psalmist from every trouble, and in fact the psalmist is able to look upon his enemies in triumph rather than in defeat. Again, are you making promises to God in your prayers? Promises concerning what you will do when the Lord responds in a certain way to your prayers. And should the Lord honor your prayer and vindicate you, have you kept your promises to him? Do you do what you say you are going to do? If you don't, you're lying to God. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that, do you? Keep your promises to God. Go in peace. Serve the Lord.